Welcome back to episode 33 of the Shy Sports Weekly podcast. We got a good show coming your way. We're going back to the tweets, I think. Going back to the future this week.
I think.
Is that what we're doing?
As we just talked about it 2 minutes ago. We're 1,000% doing that. Yeah.
Could never be too sure. You guys throw a lot of surprises my way.
A lot of curveballs coming your way.
The only thing that's steady on this podcast is Psalm's hat.
Hat update. It's orange.
So,
You're getting festive.
Yeah, dude. It's, Thanksgiving. I figure I might as well break out my fucking orange and brown apparel. That bear orange and brown.
Isn't that hoodie red?
Yeah, if you're not colorblind, I suppose.
That's it looks burgundy.
No, it is burgundy.
If I've ever seen it.
And
But you didn't see my underwear, dude.
Oh, that's gross.
Glad we didn't.
Yeah, Jesus. What do we got on the docket?
We got tweets. We got number 33s. We got gambling picks. And we got starting five of things we're thankful for. I think.
One thing we got to get rid of is Matt Nagy.
That's true. Couldn't be more true.
Well, I mean, we'll dive into that. I'm so sick and tired of this bald-headed prick.
How did it take 11 weeks for the tweets to start getting fired off about him losing the locker room?
Yeah, that's actually that might be the upset of the century.
That's when you know it's officially over, is when talking heads are saying that the coach lost the locker room. But the fact that Nagy made it this long without that being said about him is almost impressive.
How bad of a marketing deal was that with McDonald's, showing him as like a line cook and a cashier working there?
Not good.
I mean, the timing of that is just tremendous.
Do you think he could call the plays at McDonald's, or would he fuck that up too?
No shot. He'd be like, "Be you," and you'd be like, "Well, no, I just want a fucking McChicken." He'd be like, "No, be you." Like, all right, well, I don't know.
He'd walk to the window with 3 apple pies.
Oh my god. Well, I have a lot written down about him. I'm furious with him and just the Bears overall. But let's dive in real quick. Number 33s. I'm starting it off. The Lamont native, Scott Darling.
Wow, not the Scott I thought you were gonna go with.
No.
I'll follow it up with, but it makes sense on this podcast to drop a Lamont individual. I'll follow it up with Scottie Pippen.
Okay. I like that. I knew you were going there. I'm going to go number 33, Charles Peanut Tillman.
Ooh, arguably Tillman should have been set ahead of Pippen. Pippen's getting some bad press these days.
Yeah. Yeah. We actually should talk about that. What the hell is he doing?
I don't know. I feel like his name has not been in the news enough or something, and he needs to trying to get in the papers.
Do you think he's just jealous that Jordan's getting all the love for The Last Dance, and it kind of made him out to be a little diva?
Soft.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's for sure it, but I don't know.
Now it seems like it's just pouring salt on the wound, and it's making him look like more of a diva.
Right. Yeah. I heard some other stuff about him. I don't know.
Nope, say it. What'd you hear?
There's just so many stains on Scottie Pippen right now, like Psalm's underwear.
Staingate.
On to a number 33, though, for now. Jalen Johnson.
Oh, that was my only other one I had. I didn't do any research for this one.
Don't you think 33 should be retired for the Bears?
Yeah, but football's tough. I mean, you have 53 guys. You have to have like.
That is true.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. Give me. Do you have a Cubs or Sox number 33?
I got a couple Cubs ones.
Give me. Let's see. I'm trying to think. I honestly, I cannot think of one.
Glendon Rush.
Hopefully, future guest of the pod. But Jesus Christ, he responds and doesn't respond.
Clayton Richard, wasn't he on the White Sox too?
Yeah, I don't know if he was number 33 though.
Yeah, I don't know either. Definitely on the Cubs. And then last one, Bill Miller. That's how it's pronounced.
You didn't have any number 33s for the Sox?
No. This is not a Sox podcast.
All right. Thank God. As long as we're in agreement there. All right.
This might sound dumb, but what number was Aaron Rowan?
Oh, I think he was 33.
Again, this is not a Sox podcast.
I'm not sure.
No, I think you're 100% right. I'm going to fact check you. Oh, how could we How could we pass on Lance Lynn with his wife, who's from Lamont?
Which is a fact, by the way.
Say it as confident as possible and it becomes a fact.
It's a loose fact.
Yeah.
Still
That
being
is the
verified.
goddamn truth.
Like our Twitter.
Hold on, I'll give you one more.
Call me crazy. I don't want the Twitter verified.
No?
No.
Why
It's
is
like
that? Any particular reason?
I want it to remain anonymous, like a little junkyard dog. I'm in the weeds with the people.
Wait, are you talking about your Twitter account?
The Shy Sports Day? Yeah, I don't want it verified. Not that it's ever been offered to me.
Yeah, I was gonna say, why are we talking
that's
about
on the
that?
table?
What did I miss?
Ty said that the Twitter should be verified.
No, I was mostly joking.
Yeah, but I don't want.
How do you even get verified on Twitter? Because I've seen people with like 2,000 followers that are verified.
You apply for verification, and if you're in the media, like if you're actual media, you can get verified. Yeah, there's people with like 500, 300 followers that are verified.
Yeah, sounds not worth it.
And we're at, what are we at here? 16,000.
16K. Beautiful number.
16K, 16,051 right now, which is kind of crazy. It's a lot of people.
Can confirm Aaron Rowan, number 33. Another
hey,
one.
Look at me, big brain play.
Edwin Jackson.
Hey, real quick here, a little Cubs spicy nugget here. Cubs definitely in on left-handed pitcher Steven Matz. Fitz type Cubs have identified power arms with experience. Bruce Levine just tweeted that out.
That'd be a nice little pickup. Did you see that they got Harold Ramirez?
Never heard of him.
Outfielder for the Indians.
Have you heard of him before?
Yeah, I think this year was kind of like maybe his first crack at the MLB, or one of his first chances. But he came up in the bigs and started hot. I don't know what his numbers were towards the end of the season, but basically hits for average.
It's so depressing, and not that it's a one-off, but we're all older than this guy.
Yeah.
Isn't that shit depressing when you start to think about like professional athletes, how we're like some 23-year-old kid, we're like, oh my God, this dude is amazing.
You know? I don't like thinking about that.
Like Juan Soto, I always think how this kid is 6 years younger than me or 5 years younger than me, whatever the case is. And he's just terrorizing MLB pitching, where if you throw me like a 75-mile-an-hour fastball right now, I'd probably like pull muscle.
You know what I was doing at 22, dude? Putting my head through picture frames in your dorm.
We have the video.
I think you see a lot of 70-mile-an-hour fastballs. Don't you play in men's baseball leagues?
Yeah, that's why I said 75. I'm swinging through it.
So, all right, Harold Ramirez hit 268 with a 305 OBP last year and 339 at bats. He did have one in 2019. He had basically a full season with the Marlins, played 120 games. Similar numbers, 276 batting average, 312 OBP, not much pop, but he can swing it a little.
I mean, yeah, I have no opinion on this guy. Sweet name, though. Thought of Harold's Chicken when I saw the transaction. To be honest, when I first saw it, I thought my pea brain, I thought it said Hanley Ramirez. I was like, the Cubs got Hanley Ramirez?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's that would be one of those players who just lies about his age too.
That would be one of those what the fuck moments.
Says that he's 27, but is actually 34.
It's written in green crayon.
Yeah, right.
Like from the bench warmers.
Like Antonio Brown's vaccination card.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. Come on. He's waxed and vaxxed. Somebody whose head is waxed, Matt Nagy.
That thing is buffed.
He's about to get buffed out of town.
I mean, it seems like it's a matter of time. Like it's a ticking time bomb at this point.
So go ahead and go over again the report that he's lost the locker room.
Yeah, so I just saw on Twitter today that basically he has fully lost the locker room now. He lost some of it last year, couldn't find it this season, and then lost the rest of it this year.
Where did he lose?
Classic game of hide and seek, and he lost all of it. Couldn't find any. But no, basically, it sounds like all the players have lost respect for him, and they're calling for his head now. So when the guys playing for you want you out, I don't know what other legs the front office has to stand on.
So this actually is very interesting here. So this guy who reported it, his name is Jordan Schultz. So his tweet says an overwhelming number of Bears players want Matt Nagy gone. League sources say he's lost the locker room last season. He lost some of the locker room last season. Now it's gone. One key hold up no head coach has been fired in season for the Bears, which we talked about. So I'm looking at this guy's profile, right? This Jordan Schultz, insider analyst, whatever, host of Game Plan, host with Playoff Pod. Host of the Playoff Pod with Allen Robinson.
Really?
Yeah.
So he must have some pretty good sources.
I mean, I'm gonna screenshot this and tweet it out. Like I wonder who the source is. I mean, did nobody look this up?
I don't know.
Did we just break news?
I do like that though.
Accidentally.
That's called investigative journalism.
That is. I mean, come on now. A couple of big J's floating around the internet right now. Look at us. Who would have thought?
Not me.
Hey,
not me.
Speaking of look at us, we already forgot to do the tweets.
I figured you guys were gonna do Bears and then roll into them and just dive.
I do appreciate that Paul Rudd reference though. Sexiest man alive.
Next to Tyler Psalm.
Bingo, baby.
You guys did see that, right? That he won sexiest man alive.
I did. Yeah.
Do I make you Randy?
He actually is. He's probably one of the best looking guys in Hollywood. Guy that hasn't aged a day in like 20 years. It's remarkable.
It's also hilarious. So
yeah,
got that going for him.
Personality over looks. That's what I always tell women when I'm talking about myself.
Is that what you say?
Mm-hmm. I say personality over looks, and then don't look past that.
And then don't look at my wrench.
If you want, it's more of a socket to a wrench, dude. But who's counting?
Jesus Christ!
It's not his technical.
You're a disgusting critter. You know that. But yeah, so Matt Nagy. Let's keep the focus on him. Let's keep the ball rolling and just bury this guy. In the fourth quarter, so they called how many in the last drive? They had no timeouts, right?
That is right.
They call a timeout on fourth and 11 or fourth and what was the Andy Dalton, what ended up being the touchdown to Marquise Goodwin?
It was 4th and 11 on that play. Yeah,
it was 4th and 11. So they call a timeout there, right? I get it because I mean, even if they don't get the first down, even with the 2 timeouts, I mean, you're going to get the ball back at your own. Whatever.
Game's essentially over if you don't convert there.
It was in the where actually the game ironically ended up anyways without any timeouts. But then like it's just common sense math to go for 2 there. Why are you going to make it a 5-point game? A 5-point game compared to a 4-point game does absolutely nothing for you. Like one time for me, have some common sense. They burn a timeout there, which then in the end, I mean, so they had 25 seconds to go after the Ravens kicked the ball off. The whole field's open then. You're telling me you can't get a quick 20-yard play timeout that takes 6 seconds up?
Right.
Get another one to the middle of the field, spike it. I mean, you're at least giving yourself somewhat of a chance. This guy is just completely outmatched, overwhelmed. Coming out of half, first play, false start. Earlier in the game, he calls a timeout. First play or play right after the timeout, false start. It's like, come on. Zero discipline. And Kendall Vilder, I texted you this. That guy sucks.
He's horrible.
He is like, he's on ice skates out there. I mean, I cannot stand him. I don't know why the teams just don't attack him 24/7.
Right. Or why is he not cut?
Like what?
He's got to be like one of the lowest graded players at his position.
I don't care. I'm assuming he is. Watch.
I'm gonna look that up actually.
Pro Football Focus. He'll have like the 7th best grade. He'll be some lockdown nickel corner or something like that. It's disgusting. I absolutely am just. It's the same thing with the Bears. Does this not remind you of the Trestman era?
Oh, 100%.
I mean,
it's just a clown show.
Like, come on. It's just honestly ridiculous at this point. It's embarrassing.
This was kind of his chance to coach his way into a win too. Like, you lose Fields, the Ravens have their backup quarterback in. Dalton's playing well, like, and it's a close game. You're in the game. You have the lead, and you let the Ravens backup quarterback march down the field and get a touchdown with 20 seconds left.
His play calling from when Andy Dalton got in the game to when Justin Fields was in the game compared to when Andy Dalton got in the game, it's like, he's moving the pocket for Andy Dalton, doesn't move it for Justin Fields. He's throwing screen passes for Andy Dalton, doesn't do it for Justin Fields. It's like, does this guy just hate Justin Fields?
Yeah.
I mean, is he this inept? Am I this dumb to think? Am I the only one noticing this?
So, not to change the subject, but going back to Kindle Vilder, I looked this up. He is the 6th lowest graded cornerback out of 118 possible cornerbacks in the NFL.
You're kidding me.
Yeah. So he is very clearly one of the worst players on the field.
So maybe I'm not wrong about anything.
I'm looking at Pro Football Focus right now.
I mean,
you can't trust anything Pro Football Focus says. I don't trust a damn word they say.
Why is that?
Because they're all over the map, dude.
What? They're legit.
They got a vendetta against the fucking Steelers because they're Browns fans.
They are actually they're from Cleveland or Cincinnati.
Mm-hmm. So it is what it is. But you've been put on notice, PFF.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking at numbers here.
He likes numbers.
I have no idea how they grade that, but I fully support that grade. That guy stinks.
Seems fitting from an outsider's perspective.
You want to hear one of the few guys that's worse than him?
Isn't it Duke Shelley?
Kyle Fuller.
Oh, shut up. Really?
Yeah. Kyle Fuller is graded as the 4th worst cornerback in the NFL.
Jesus. Where's Jalen Johnson? Let's get some positives on the defense here.
Yeah, let's flip this list upside down.
Flip it.
Flip that.
Jump back, flip it, and reverse it.
Although, hold on. I don't see Jalen Johnson in the top 50 here.
Oh, that's not good either.
Just digging yourself a deeper hole from. That's hilarious. Are you just looking at cornerbacks?
Yeah. Duke Shelley's 87.
What's up with Joe Hayden?
Still bad. Here, I'll give you the top 10. It's Ramsey, Rashad Fenton on the Chiefs, AJ Terrell, Denzel Ward, Darius Slay, Nate Hobbs, Casey Hayward, Jamel Dean, Chidobe Awuzie, and Christian Fulton.
It's quite the list.
I don't know if that did anything for you, but yeah.
It didn't tickle any sort of fancy.
Yeah.
How about Roquan? He's a beast.
Yeah. Let's go to linebackers.
Let's talk some positivities. We need some goddamn positivity around here.
First, let's just get a well-ranked Bears player here.
Who would you say is the top-rated Bears?
Roquan. Just player overall?
Yeah.
Probably Roquan. He was a stud yesterday. I think he had a career high 17 tackles.
Yeah, he's everywhere on the field.
He had 12 in the first half.
He's, according to their defensive PFF grade, he's the 45th best linebacker.
Wow.
Which is not great.
Is he just getting no love?
I don't think that's a position where you need a lot of. You're a product of your surrounding too.
They're saying he's good in coverage and decent in pass rush.
And he's decent in what?
At pass rushing. But they're saying he's getting a really low grade in run D.
Really?
I don't believe it.
The other way.
Maybe I'm with some. Maybe we stand against Pro Football Focus.
Yeah, maybe we stop talking about it.
Yeah, we'll cut that part.
We'll just cut this whole episode.
All right, the way too early. Last part for the Bears, then for the 2021 Bears, and then we'll move on to some tweets here. If the Bears were to fire Matt Nagy, I should say when the Bears, it's going to be inevitable. When the Bears fire Matt Nagy, real quick, who would you want them to hire? Give me a couple names. Give me 2 or 3 names.
Man, that's tough.
I
don't know.
I have 3 names off the top of my head here.
Rattle them off.
Brian Dable, Greg Roman, Josh McDaniel.
I disagree on Greg Roman.
Oh, Greg Roman swipes is my number 1 pick.
I agree on damn, I wish we were sponsored by Roman. That would be perfect.
I wish we were sponsored by anybody.
That would have been great. I agree with McDaniel. Obviously, he hasn't had much success without Belichick. But the thing I don't like about Greg Roman is just I've watched Ravens games, and I really don't like some of their play calling. Like, they don't get the ball to their best players.
Yeah, but do you see how many points they put up per game?
Are they like the best in the NFL, top 5?
Dude, they put up like 30 points a game.
Isn't that like the NFL average?
Not if you're in Chicago. 16 points.
Is that really their average?
No, I don't know. It's to be honest, yeah, it's probably around there. Greg Roman, he was the offensive coordinator for the San Francisco 49ers with Kaepernick.
I mean,
he's the one who revolutionized that offense.
Let's be real. Anyone at this point is better than Matt Nagy. Any NFL coordinator I'd probably rather have than Matt
Nagy. Urban Meyer.
Ooh.
I said almost anyone.
There's a poll to tweet out for you. Some mid-show tweeting. Nagy or Meyer?
Death.
Yeah.
Here, this is. Oh my God, I was spot on. They're averaging 16.3 points per game.
Look at you, dude.
Let's see what the Ravens are averaging.
I'll bet you 31 is my guess.
Max.
I'll go 27.
Of course, now it's not loading. Let's see here. 25.
Wow.
You both are blowing your loads there.
I've just seen the Ravens offense stall way too many times. But maybe that's a product of Lamar Jackson not being that good.
Oh, there's a hot take.
Jesus. Yeah, that's hot take city. Population max. All right.
I don't know. He's not that accurate.
I don't know. I think I'd like Greg Roman. Seems.
What do you think about Kellen Moore?
No, he's just, I don't like that. He's a lefty. Seems like kind of a pussy.
I'd say Eric Bieniemy, but we can't go back to the Chiefs well. But I like your call on.
That's a name you actually haven't heard recently here.
Yep, I like your
call. Actually, I would like that now because you haven't heard it. Now people are zigging away from him. Now I want to zig.
That's when we zag
to him. Yes.
I like your call on the Bills at OC too, though.
He'd be perfect. He's like fat and bald.
Right.
He has a shitty beard.
Looks like he's got a bunch of acorns in his cheeks.
Yeah, like
you guys literally just described me to a T, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. No, he's not wearing an orange hat yet.
No. Hey, shit, Ty, if you run the ball every 3 or 4 plays, we can get you in there.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Sign me up.
God, I just miss the days when the Bears, not that there's ever really been days where the Bears had an offense, but I really miss the days when the Bears had a good offense. Like the Mike Martz offense, that 2011 season.
I was going to say, since that's a nice little segue into a Jay Cutler tweet that you just posted.
Yeah, it is. It really is. And I wasn't even trying to do that. But since I did, now we digress. So 2011 on November 20th, the Bears beat the Chargers 31-20, winning their 5th straight game. They beat them 31-20. Cutler threw 3 touchdowns. Pardon me, 3 touchdowns. A couple to Johnny Knox, 1 to Earl Bennett. I was looking at his stat line in this game. Earl Bennett, 9 targets, 3 catches.
Not good.
Not great.
Hall of Fame numbers in baseball, not in football.
No, not great. Not great at all. But the big part of this game, so Cutler threw an interception in the 4th quarter and broke his thumb trying to tackle a guy. Would miss what ultimately was the remainder of the season. The Bears went on to lose their next 5 games with the combination of Caleb Haney and Todd Collins starting at quarterback, and they finished 8-8. However, that offense at that time was humming.
So that I think leading up to that injury, Cutler was 7-3, right?
At that time, yep. After that game, they were 7-3.
Man, what could have been with that team?
So the games leading up to like the 5 games during that 5-game winning streak, the Bears put up 39, 24, 30, 37, and 31. In their wins that year, the Bears put up 30, 34, and then those 5 games. But so then during the losing streak without Cutler, they put up 23, 10, 14, 21. The 21 was on Christmas Day with Josh McCown. I forgot to throw him in there. And then 17. Like, just a world of difference. What a good coordinator and a good quarterback can do. It's tough to find, obviously. Oh, God, that 5-game stretch was beautiful.
Yeah, no kidding. I'm looking at some of the box scores right now. It was almost a lock that they were going to put up 30 points or close to it for a while.
I mean, somebody get the Jurgens. Holy hell. I mean, I could just sit here and look at these numbers all day. I got to do this all day.
This just in, Kyle loves numbers.
We went from, the Bears fire Mike Martz after that 2011 season?
I don't remember if it was after that season or not, but the weird thing about Mike Martz is like he didn't believe in tight ends. So I'm pretty sure
got rid of Greg Olsen.
The reason. Yeah, he was the reason they traded Greg Olsen.
Mike Martz. He was the head coach for the greatest show on turf, though, so he knew something. I mean, and look at the offense there. It was humming along. Yeah, I don't know what happened to Mike Martz. I'm just looking at Football Reference. Mike Tice was the OC the next year. But goddamn, those Bears.
Mike Tice seems like he was a defensive coordinator, or he belonged to be a defensive coordinator, but he was calling plays on the offensive side.
Yeah, he was calling a lot of play action.
Yeah.
A lot of runs.
Right. 2 tight end sets. All that kind of shit.
Mike Tice couldn't find more tight ends to put on the roster. He was Ryan Pace and Matt Nagy before Ryan Pace and Matt Nagy.
Right. They went from Mike Martz, no tight ends, to Mike Tice, all the tight ends.
I keep thinking you're going to say Mike Tyson, and you don't.
I don't.
Nobody likes guys who love tight ends. Ryan Pace, Mike Tice, Tyler Solm.
Spot on, dude.
Spot the lie.
Spot the 3 truths and a lie. There is no lie.
You can't. All right, let's move on to the 2018 Bears. 2018 Bears here, November 22nd. So today was that 3 years ago now? Jesus. Completely different time in the Nagy era. Bears going to Detroit. Lions were 4-6. Bears are 7-3 at the start of the game. With Chase Daniel under center. They beat the Lions 23-16 with an Eddie Jackson pick 6 in the final, with 6 minutes remaining in the quarter. What if I would have told you that at that time, Bears after that game were 8-3 going to the playoffs? If I'd have told you at that time in 3 years, Matt Nagy, everybody will want to run Matt Nagy out of town, that he's an absolute clown show, would you have believed me?
No.
I mean, but
we took for granted how good that defense was.
And we also took for granted just how unfortunate we are with any sort of offense.
I remember seeing a lot of stats from that season that the Bears had a lot of opportune turnovers that would put the offense basically in the red zone. So like they would either pick the ball off, recover a fumble, and then the Bears would have a short field. So Matt Nagy was able to run his bullshit end around stupid trick plays, and he had teams fooled, but when you try and scheme that out for an entire game, it just doesn't fucking work, as evident.
Call me crazy. I have no stats to back this up. I don't know if there are stats to back this up. Does it seem like there's not a ton of pre-snap motion at all for the Bears?
Yes.
Like nothing. Other teams have guys running all over the field. It's like the Bears, they just get set. They'll have a guy jog to the backfield, if anything, and then just hike it and get 4 yards of a cloud of dust.
Yep.
Nothing. It's atrocious. But and how about this? This will be the 3rd time in 4 seasons the Bears play the Lions on Thanksgiving. And what what a treat we're giving everybody this year. It's Andy Dalton versus Tim Boyle.
Isn't there ever like a better matchup to be had on Thanksgiving? Like it's always
I'm gonna lose my
Bears,
breakfast.
Lions.
I mean, the Lions are on Thanksgiving every year. The Cowboys are on Thanksgiving every year. I don't know how you can make a Lions matchup sexy when they're 0-9-1. But I can tell you what, it's not the 3-7 Bears. Even as a couple weeks ago, the next two games, Raiders, Cowboys, that was a great game. And Bills Saints, before Jameis tore his ACL and before the Bills just started shitting the bed, that was a great game. Those are all the Thanksgiving Day games this year. But I don't like the Bears playing on Thanksgiving. I don't like anytime they're on a national stage.
Yeah. Well,
but also maybe this is good that they're on the national stage because then everybody will see how inept Matt Nagy is, and it'll just put pressure on the McCaskies
I think
have some change.
I think more people in Chicago are going to be rooting for the Lions this week than they are the Bears.
I mean, come on.
Draft picks, baby.
No first rounder, baby.
The perfect plan, dude. Just trust the process.
I mean,
if Nagy isn't fired by Thursday, how do you not root for the Lions?
I mean, it doesn't matter. In what world does it matter? I mean,
It gets him fired faster.
Over under 110 yards of rushing for DeAndre Swift.
110? Ooh, that's high.
I'll say over.
Total yards, definitely over. Rushing, I don't know.
I mean, he had a big long touchdown yesterday against the Browns. I don't know.
He's had two really good back-to-back weeks.
Yeah,
because he tore the Steelers defense apart.
Yes, he did.
The only thing that would make me hesitate is that it's just a really short week. And I mean, it's like 3.5 days.
110 is way too high. There's no way that's what his line is set at.
Oh, no, probably not.
Yeah, and I don't know who's playing, who's in. Like, I don't know if Akeem Hicks is in, or I'm assuming he's probably not. I don't know. Eddie Goldman was hurt yesterday. He's always hurt. The Bears are always fucking hurt. Oh, God damn.
Yeah, Robinson's probably not going to play. I know we're talking defense, but
he's got the nervous farts.
What do we think about Darnell Mooney, though?
I could take it or leave it. He's just
Mooney Tunes.
I feel like he'd be a great complimentary, like number 2, number 3 receiver. Number 3. He's like a really good number 3. Like who I was thinking he would be like really good on is the Cowboys, right behind and Amari Cooper and CeeDee Lamb, or like with the Vikings where they have Thielen.
He's a nice little slot
Jefferson.
guy, yeah.
He's a great slot receiver. I mean, he could slide into that number 2 receiver slot, but he's definitely not a 1.
Yeah, no, you're 100% right. You're hitting it spot on. Teams that have big outside receivers that stretch the field, and then Mooney running underneath routes.
I don't want to say I should be the GM, but
it'd be him and Robinson would be a perfect duo if this team knew how to use Allen Robinson the right way.
Yeah, but come on, we have Matt Nagy under center or under the headset there. He's not that. He hasn't no shit.
I would actually like it if they put him under center this week.
See what happens.
I would find some joy in that.
Broken clavicle, 200 yards passing.
Turkey leg.
Turkey leg.
Yeah, let's look back on something that's actually going to make us smile. Not anything Bears, nothing football. Just a nice on this day from 2006.
Okay, right? There we go.
November 19th, 2006. The Chicago Cubs signed Alfonso Soriano to an 8-year, $136 million deal. You're going to call me crazy. I can remember where I was when I found out this news. I was at a hockey tournament in Holland, Michigan.
I was literally just there a couple weeks ago.
We were literally 12 years old, but I definitely remember looking at the TV and seeing on ESPN that the Cubs picked him up, and I was pumped.
Look at that deal. 8 years, $136 million. Like a deal like that now, it's like there's no way a guy signing for that term and that number. Like if you're getting $136 million, you're getting like 4 or 5 years.
Right, but in 2006, that was like a blockbuster.
Deal.
That was huge.
It signaled that the Cubs are back. So I have a good little trivia nugget for you. So Soriano, he's 12th all time in Cubs history with 181 home runs, and he stole 70 bags, not anywhere near the top, but that's his career. Can you name the 3 other Cubs to steal 70 bases and hit at least 180 home runs with the Cubs?
I'm going to say Billy Williams.
Okay.
Ernie Banks.
No.
Man,
Going how far back?
This is
All time.
All time. I'm not.
You actually got the hard one, Max.
70 bases?
Not in a season, just career.
Sammy Sosa?
Yep.
All right, so we got Sosa and Billy Williams. This last one's easy too, you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
Current player? This last one? Like, or
Chris
not
Bryant.
current, but recent. No.
Nope. I'll give you a hint. His numbers retired with the Cubs.
Doesn't help me.
Oh, Rhino.
Ryan Sandberg, baby.
Wow.
What a list that Soriano's on there. 104 Cubs with at least 180 homers and 70 plus home run.
I mean,
those
are all Hall of Famers. I mean, I guess Sosa not, but
he is.
He is though.
He is,
He is. Yeah, kind of crazy to think that one, that was 15 years ago. And two, that I feel like at the time Soriano was getting a terrible rap for not producing. But when you look at his numbers really weren't terrible. I mean, he struck out a ton, but
I mean, he was basically Javi Baez at the plate. Very similar profile.
oh, he was Javi before Javi. That's a great comparison.
Yeah.
I mean, they wildly swinging at everying.
The thing about Soriano is he would just have like white hot streaks where you couldn't get him out.
I think this is the June of 2007. I think he hit like 11 home runs.
I'm just watching this video you tweeted on repeat.
That walk-off grand slam.
Yeah, so that's actually that's one of my like Cubs moments that I like always remember where I was or watching that too for some reason. That
I remember
grand slam.
Fuck, I remember that too.
Yeah.
I was at home.
Yep, same.
Wild shit.
But it's just like one of those instances where you're like, oh yeah, I definitely remember that happening.
I mean, because they were, I think it was July. They were playing the Astros.
They sucked though. Like it was a meaningless win.
No, that one wasn't.
Are we sure?
No.
I'm pretty sure they were bad.
We remember where we were, but we don't remember anything about the circumstances. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident they were bad.
We're not geniuses.
No, we're not. We're just a couple of guys.
Couple of dudes.
Just guys being dudes. Speaking of us not being geniuses, actually, let's get to our gambling picks.
Ooh.
How's that sound?
Fine, dude.
How's that sound there, Bob?
How does that sound, Sam?
Let's have it your way, dude. McDonald's. I think that's their slogan.
How does 1 and 2 sound, dude?
I don't really want to talk about it, quite honestly.
So the updated gambling standings here. Max with a 2-1 week. Here, clap it up for Max. Good job, Max.
Round of applause.
Max went 2-1. He had Pats minus 6.5 and the Lions plus 10.5. Ooh, what was the you almost went 3-0. What was the final for?
Wait, do we have a stat correction here?
Ooh, hold on. Do we have a stat correction? No, we don't. I thought it was 32-23. It was 32-13.
What did I take here?
You took Raiders, Bengals over 49.
Oh, yeah. No shot.
Yeah, I thought it was 32-23. So you went 2-1, and now your record is 11-13. Congrats. You're creeping up to 500. Ty had Ravens minus 6.5. Not great. Cowboys plus 2.5. Not great. He was a visionary with Tim Boyle under center. He had Browns Lions under 45.
That one was too easy.
So he's sitting at 14-10. And I have to say, my 2 wins, phenomenal. Blew them out. I had the Cardinals minus 2.5. And this was remember, I had the caveat that if Kyler Murray didn't play, I was gonna make a secondary pick in that situation, but you're like, nope. And I was like, all right, fuck you. I'm gonna shove it down your throat, no matter what happens. I was fully expecting Kyler Murray to play. Colt McCoy starts. Line moves the Cardinals +5. I'm like, fuck me. Cardinals won by 10, baby. And
that's
covered.
Crazy. So that was a 7-point swing on the spread.
7.5.
Wow.
Crazy.
Colt McCoy, 35 for 44, 328 yards and 2 TDs.
Quick fun fact about Colt McCoy: he's beat the Seahawks 3 times in Seattle with 3 different teams: the Browns, the Giants, and the Cardinals.
Wow.
Wild.
In Seattle too.
In Seattle. Guys own Seattle.
So the line was moving, but all the Seahawks fans are like, we're fucked.
Yeah, they knew. They knew who their daddy was. I reluctantly and stupidly took the Jets +3, but I did take that Chargers Steelers over because I knew Big Ben was going to play, and they had all the points in the world. It was fun as hell.
Did anyone have the Seahawks at 3-7 this year? I didn't.
No, I did not.
Wilson was also out for a couple games now.
It's true, but he just dropped 2 after coming back.
Yeah, he's been back the last 2 games, and they scored a combined 13 points. So
maybe he came back too early. Hard to say.
I think it's easy to say.
Remember when we wanted the Bears to get Russell Wilson?
I still do. He's good. Shut up.
Oh, he's great. He's fucking phenomenal.
His thing is, I think he just came back too early from that finger injury.
I think that's probably true.
Relax there, Maxi Pad.
Mr. Unlimited.
I'm unlimited. So, Max, since you are still in last place, we will give you the honors and we'll let you go first.
All right. So I got to pick a favorite here, eh?
Yeah.
Why not? Why not do what I want to do here?
I know what you're doing.
I'm going right back to the Pats, baby. -5.5 at home against the Titans.
Not what I thought he was going to do.
I thought you were going with the Bears.
So did I.
Nope.
Okay.
Oh, you're getting saucy, huh?
Yeah.
Fair.
I might be
My chair.
might be riding this out a little too long.
Yeah, you've overstayed your welcome in Patstown.
But we'll see.
I'm gonna go Bills -4 against the Saints.
Oh, I have -4.5.
That works. Hashtag Josh
I have
Allen.
-4.5 as well. So
I don't know where you're getting your lines, Ty.
FanDuel, dude. I done told you.
Bills will win 31-27 now.
No way Trevor Simeon's putting up 27 points.
No.
My favorite, I'm going Niners -3 at home against the Vikings. I think the Niners are going to go on a run. I actually kind of want to sprinkle a little bit on the Niners to win the NFC.
Vikings are kind of scary though.
I'm scared of them.
They keep every game close.
I am scared of them.
What'd you have that line at?
3?
Yep.
Okay.
Your Niners are 1-4 at home too.
They're due.
They're
good. I think the Niners are good.
They got a new running back.
Debo Samuel's really good.
Yeah.
Ever heard of him?
Never. Not once.
He's decent.
All right, back to Max.
Your dog.
All right. Let me sniff around a little bit for my dog.
These picks are supposed to be pre-planned before the show.
Yeah.
We honestly took a couple minutes to get our picks. We asked each other if we were ready.
I was doing other shit. Do I hedge and take the Titans +5.5? This is tough.
There's so many good underdogs this week.
I don't know why. I just have a feeling about this one. I'm going Colts +3 at home against the Bucs.
Oh, I hate that.
It's a fishy line.
It is. It's fishy, and I'm
ready to fish.
Yep.
And I love tuna.
It's fishy, and I'm casting a line.
I don't know, John.
I'm taking the opposite end. Like I'm taking the unexpected end of this bet, I think.
Oh, I was like, well, you already took a favorite. You can't take the Bucks.
Right.
Can't take the Bucks +3.
I'm gonna fade Kyle's ass here, and I'm going Vikings +3 at Niners. Hashtag fade Kyle season.
Yeah, well, I'm in first, so
Is what it
I
is,
think
dude.
I think kids these days would call me a sharp. To be honest with you,
I think they would call you an idiot mostly.
I'm actually Ty. I'm going with your Steelers +4. They play weird games.
Like they play weird games, little reindeer games, dude.
They do every one of their games. Tell me Steelers games aren't just the weirdest games.
They always are.
You know what
Look
we
at their
should have
last
done?
3 games. The Bears, that weird Bears game.
You know what we should have done this week? We should have done all of our picks on Thanksgiving. Like it had to be a Thanksgiving game.
How about let's
We switch it.
Well, I don't know. I was pretty confident in these picks.
Hey, we'll do it. We'll do it after.
All right.
We'll figure it out. Ty has to edit this anyway, so we're fine.
There's no editing, dude.
Here, yeah, we'll just after this we'll all make a pick for
Yeah.
one of the 3 games. For
All right. It counts towards your record though.
But you
I'm
can't
fine.
pick the same game as somebody else. Caveat.
Yeah, I like that. And I get to go first since I'm in the last.
well, how does that work? Because Ty already took the
Well,
Bills.
yeah, I was just gonna say. Shit. This is
It's true.
we did not expect all this confusion. How about he has to make another pick?
Here, Ty, take another favorite. You could have the Bills for your Thanksgiving Day game.
Okay.
I was saying we should make a pick for each one of the games. We all make a pick for each one of those games, so it's 3 extra picks.
I like that actually.
Okay.
Let's
fine.
do that instead.
Fair.
So
Let's finish out
Ty's
with
got
our regular picks.
no. So we're making 6 picks this week.
Yeah.
I already know what I want, so I'm good.
All right.
Didn't even have to look.
Where'd we leave off?
Max is up for his total.
Wait, did you do a total, Kyle?
No, but you go first, dude.
All right. So can I pick a total on Thanksgiving or
No, just
fuck? All right, back to the drawing board.
No double dips, dude.
All right, let me take a look here. Bengals have fucked me twice on overs this year. So I go back for more.
Oh yeah.
I'm going Packers Rams over 48.5.
Packers ran. Ooh, that's a good one, actually.
That was my backup pick here.
Oh
I
fuck,
do
that
like
was that.
one.
Shit, that was my pick. No, I got to change it because there's no way I'm going with the same pick as Max.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I'm hot lately.
Just fade him. I'm going Patriots Titans over 44.5.
Pats Titans over 44.5.
Yep.
Ooh, that's saucy.
I need Max's Patriots to fucking get a
Pats
little
might score 44 on their own,
gravy train rolling.
Pats might score 44 on their own.
and Psalm won't hit. It's gonna be 44-0.
That'd be my fucking luck.
All right, I'm gonna go Eagles Giants over 46.5.
Do not hate it.
And Ty, we need a new favorite for you.
Oh yeah, that's true. Let's see here. I'm gonna go. I think I like is it Baltimore -4 against the Browns
Yep, at home.
on Sunday night. Lamar will be back, hopefully.
Yeah, he'll be fine. He's got the poo-poo plants.
Yeah.
You like the Ravens way too much, so
I mean, they're pretty good this year. Imagine if I had a running back like that wasn't 38 years old too.
yeah. Imagine if they had J.K. Dobbins and Gus Edwards.
Oh. Then they just have 3 running backs because Lamar Jackson is a running back.
So now we're going back to me for the Thanksgiving picks.
Yeah, and you just give us all 3 of your picks.
All right.
Doing
The game's
spreads.
off here.
We spreading.
Spread. Yeah, we're spread. Are we not?
No, you could just pick anything from each game. It doesn't have to be like I could take all three of the favorites if I wanted to.
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna go Bears -3.5.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Raiders +7. And I'm gonna go Bills -4.5.
All right. Ty.
I'm gonna go Lions +3.5.
You piece of shit. That's actually a smart move.
I'm gonna go Raiders +7 and Bills -4.5.
That is a smart move. I just couldn't bring myself to do it. And since Psalm had the same picks as me, let me change mine to Raiders Cowboys under 51.
What do you mean? Ty, he didn't have the same picks as you, did he?
He said Raiders +7.
You're going under 51?
Yep.
I mean, he had the Lions, so you guys didn't have the exact same picks.
Right, but I want to switch it up a little.
All right. I'm going Bears -3.5. I'm going Raiders Cowboys over 51 because I think that's way too high. I think it should be like 45. It doesn't make sense. The Raiders have not put up any points recently. And I'm going Saints +4.5.
Ooh.
It also doesn't make sense because the Cowboys' almost entire offense is hurt right now.
Yeah, it makes no sense. So I'm kind of fading myself there. But all right, those are our picks. I like it. I like it a lot.
A couple extra picks for the picking.
All right, let's rip through the starting five here. Things we are thankful for. How do we want to do this? Well, let's just go. We'll go Ty, Kai, Max. There you go. I just decided the order.
Cool. Things we're thankful for. Number one, near and dear to my heart, and I'm sure your guys' heart at 1.2. Local delicacy around here, a Los Burrito Tapatio Burrito Suizo.
That's what you went with?
That's number one of all time for you?
So I mean, it's pretty up there. I order on Uber Eats all the time. It's literally around the corner from my place. And I got a notification the other day from Uber Eats that I am in the top 5% of people who order from LTAP. So
shocker.
Kind of their biggest fan.
Kind of embarrassing.
Not at all. You couldn't be more wrong.
Hey, now the stains make sense. Well, I guess mine's kind of related, but not really. My number one pick was going to be poo wipes.
Poo wipes.
Like instead of using toilet paper, I used the baby wipes. I'm telling you, it's a game changer.
Yeah, but why you got to call them poo wipes?
That's what the package calls them, poo wipes.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. So not the first two picks I was expecting, but I'm going to swing the snake back and correct this draft. I'm going to go football first round, Miller Lite second round.
Football and Miller Lite.
Yep.
Okay. So then I was going to say sports in general. That was my next pick. So with Max saying football, can I not just say sports?
You can say whatever you want.
Say, yeah, whatever your heart desires, dude.
Sports. Just sports in general. Sports are the best.
I feel extra thankful for football around Thanksgiving, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But I'm going to just sports in general. I don't know. Those months during the pandemic where we didn't have any sports, I was literally dying. I was dying on the inside. It took years off my life, the fact I wasn't able to watch sports. All right, Ty, I know you're already lost in the snake.
I'm so lost in the snake. It's not even funny. I'm going to copycat, but not copycat Max here. I'm going Bud Light because Miller Lite sucks. And that's just facts.
That's just wrong. But it shows in the draft. Miller Lite taken ahead of Bud Light. Makes sense.
And to keep it festive, I'm going to go a crisp fall day. Nothing better.
Oh,
so far, Psalm's got, and his draft is rounding out nicely. He's got a burrito, Suizo, a Bud Light, and a crisp fall day. It's all coming together.
If you put all those three things together, you got the perfect day.
It's all making a lot of sense.
If you add in the Steelers and an orange hat, fuck, he's gonna win. Oh, this is like tough one. Yeah. All right. Things we're thankful for. I feel like there's so many options that you can just go in any direction. Shit. You know who I'm gonna go for? Theo Epstein.
Oh, that's a great one. For some reason, that wasn't front of mind for me, but he should have been.
Yeah, I'm thankful for Theo Epstein.
This actually is kind of a piggyback off of Psalm's first overall pick. I'm just gonna say Mexican food.
Ooh.
Favorite kind of food. I love Mexican food.
Really?
Yeah.
Over Asian food?
Oh, by far.
Asian food?
No. Gives me the shits.
Well, here's the trick, Max. I'll tell you, little insider tip. If you just always have diarrhea, then it doesn't matter.
For me, it's Mexican food 1, Italian food 2, everything else.
Your fucking Polish ancestors would murder you if they heard you say this right now.
Sounds like a Poo Wipe sponsorship.
It's the cold hard truth.
Hey, reach out to Poo Wipe, see if they want to sponsor this episode.
And the fact that this made it to the 4th round is borderline disrespectful. I'm going to go with my dog.
Oh, you bitch.
So
that's what I was going for next.
Screw you guys. That's the steal of the draft.
Look, I literally looked at this photo.
Like, that's incredible.
That's little Benny. You see his little hammer.
So I have a pretty good day lined up here too. I have football, Miller Lite, Mexican food, and my dog.
Oh, God damn it.
That's nice right there. I'm having a hard time.
Nope. It's me.
No.
Sure?
Yeah. Dude, I'm in the middle. I go between you two.
Oh, yeah. It's because I wrote Max in the middle on the paper, dude. You're getting lost in the snake.
You literally have the snake in front of you. And you're getting lost.
Got a snake in front of me. Is right.
Got a snake in my boot, dude.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is a tough one here. I'm gonna say I'm thankful for. Oh Jesus Christ, this is bad. My dog, honestly, I forgot that I had 2 more picks because I kind of got lost in the sauce or snake there. So dog was my last pick. That was the only other one I had on mine.
Well, you're not taking that.
I know.
None of us say family or our significant others or.
Well, let's not get too serious here.
I could say mom. I was gonna just. What if I just said mom? Not even my mom, just mom.
That would once again be like insulting. Like your mom is just in the 4th round.
Hey, mom, you were close to lowest to, or what'd you say? Mexican food and
yeah,
like you're drafted right after them.
At least she got drafted though. No one else in your family did.
Honestly, I don't know how I didn't think of this earlier. Nice warm socks.
That's a great one.
Before this, my feet were freezing. I put warm socks on. Is there anything more just comfortable and amazing than when you get in the bed and your feet are just so comfortable?
No, that is a great one. But who the fuck sleeps in socks?
No, no, yeah, that's psychotic. I guess I'm more thinking along the lines of when your feet are comfortable.
Yes, okay.
No. Sleep in full sweatsuits.
I could see Psalm sleeping in a onesie, and he's got like the, just the thing with the snaps on the back that he unfolds anytime he has to shit.
It's got the flap for the poo easy poo wipe access to.
Yeah. I was gonna say socks, but I thought that was too out there, so I didn't.
All right. Well, in the theme of being warm, a nice warm shower on a cold day.
That's a good one.
A great one. That gets taken for granted.
And in honor of Thanksgiving, I'm going to round it out with long weekends.
Man, Psalm's draft really came around.
I feel like this happens every time. My first one, you guys are like, that's fucking stupid. Then you're like, oh, that was pretty good.
You could lowest tap in the 5th round, and we could have done 100 rounds, and I don't think either one of me or Max would have said L tap or lowest.
Well, of course not, but it's my number 1.
I mean, that's crazy. All right, I'll stay in the Thanksgiving mood here. I'm gonna say I'm thankful for stuffing.
Ooh, nice.
Could eat that shit year round.
It is, by the way, the star of Thanksgiving dinner, and not enough people realize that.
I actually kind of agree.
You could not even make a turkey for me if you give me stuffing and mashed potatoes with gravy.
I was just gonna say mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
What about like mac and cheese or a casserole?
Love it all, but if it weren't there, I wouldn't be upset.
If it weren't there, you wouldn't care.
Bingo.
That's all I just want. 8 different bowls of stuffing on the table.
I just want a bunch of different ways you can make carbs and put it in a bowl. And that's what I'm fucking looking for.
I'm stalling right now. I'm stalling.
We all are.
Man, there's so many good options here.
Isn't that crazy? There's so many of them, but yet at the same time, it's like
so hard.
Yeah. Ooh. Like
right, I'm just gonna finish it off with water.
That's pretty good.
Like all kinds of water.
I was waiting for you to say something like Lisa Ann or something.
Actually, no, change it to bodies of water.
Bodies. Why bodies?
Because who doesn't love a good lake or an ocean?
You got me there, dude.
And I didn't even think of water.
Oh, we thought beer. We all thought beer.
Oh my God. When you said when you just said water in general, I was like, that's so good.
Water is good, dude.
We should have just been like water, light, eat.
It's the sun. Sunlight when it's instead of it being dark at 4:30.
Yeah.
God, put that as an honorable mention. We all agree on that, right?
Yeah, that's for sure.
Just longer days of sunlight.
And things we're thankful for, just the sun. Sunlight,
I mean,
all forms of sun.
Mom and my dog are definitely the top 2, but some came in hot with long weekends.
There really is nothing better than a long weekend, especially it's like the night before the long weekend too, where it really gets you.
Right. Oh, it's the best.
Hope on the horizon.
Yeah.
Oh, like Wednesday when I get out at 1 and just like knowing that I'm gonna be fucking hammered until Sunday. Great feeling.
I honorable mention also as golf.
Oh yeah, how did that not get mentioned?
It was for me. It was between golf and water, and
and you went water.
Yeah.
Hey, your priorities are in a good spot.
Need one to get the other.
They're aligned.
You know where your priorities are. All right, that was a great episode. Have a great Thanksgiving. Don't burn the house down.
Bears -3.5.
I mean, that sounds like the lock of the century. Andy Dalton versus Tim Boyle. Oh, God. Tim Boyle. All right, real quick trivia. Where did Tim Boyle go to college?
Western Michigan.
Western Michigan.
UConn.
Western Michigan was a complete guess.
Ty guessed the same exact school.
Oh, I thought he knew. I knew something that I didn't. He's trying to win.
All right. Thanks for coming. Best episode yet.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Bow.
Fade it out.